Hi. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Next up, we have the Indian Music Academy. The Indian Music Academy is an institute in Edmonton that offers courses in sitar, tabla, voice, harmonium, and dholak. The idea initiated with Sharmila's strong desire to teach and popularize Indian music in Canada. The Academy invites current musicians to learn Indian music on their own instruments and non-musicians to enter the world of music. IMA aims to make learning music enjoyable and relaxing and prepare students to further study in the field. Masala mix performers are Sushil Kalia, sitar, Anup on sitar, Jasmine Singh on sitar, and Jarek on tabla. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Thank you. So this next rag that we're going to be doing is called Rag Bilao.
It's over. We're done. We're done?
Thank you. That's all for our performance today. We're the Indian Music Academy. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
No, not now.
My guitarist. No.
And you have an age? Okay, I know because I own... Sorry? I have
Test.
one...
2, 1, 2.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
2. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2 sounds a bit muffled. Test, microphone. Microphone, check. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Indian Music Academy.
I'd just like to say a quick word about our sponsors. Whoa, that got really loud. Hello. Why do I always get this one? Every time you put them down, and I always end up picking up the same one. The Edmonton Arts Council, APERD, with business donations from Beyond Vision, TD, and Safeway. And we're also supported in partnership with ESA, the Edmonton Immigrant Services Association, Edith Rogers School, Dan Knott Junior High, Millbourne Market Mall, and the Edmonton Public Library. Next up, who do we have? We have Nasra Adam. She's a 22-year-old Edmonton-based multidisciplinary artist. Her artistry is an expression of her intellectual and emotional fortitude, the complexities of her various identities, Oromo, Black, woman, and her search for creative truth. At 12 years old, Nasra moved to Millwoods from Ottawa, Ontario, and has resided there ever since. Coming from a predominantly East African and Lebanese community in Ottawa, she was excited to see the breadth of diversity in Millwoods. Millwoods is special to her because it's part of a city where being brown of any shade is the norm, or welcome and celebrated. Let's put our heads together for Nasra Adam. Don't use this mic. Give her that.
This one is soft.
2.
Okay. If it doesn't work, I'll explain.
Is this good? Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, Millwoods. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, I'm going to be doing some poems. And the first poem is going to be about the woman who brought me to Millwoods, which was my mother. She's the reason why I moved here, and all the way from Ontario, and so I'm just going to do a poem dedicated to her. Here it goes. Mama, mystical woman, began brown baby whining, hungry for milk, for her mama, for love, stays starved most her life. Mama loses a lot, too much. Time, patience, self, babies, trust, babies, looks down at the earth often. She is ancient star burning, wishing on her children, however fleeting or stagnant. Mama carries a lot. Wraps sister, brother, husband, mother's darkness in tattered shawl, slings it over shoulder and feels their grief, septic and slow, seep, spine deep. Mama walks like she's been here before. Steps up, over, around every kind of pain, like this life hasn't torn everything from her one too many times, turning her smile black hole and tar pit, somewhere nothing grows. But Mama grows, blooms still, sways in the breeze when it comes, if it comes, praises God often, they tight. Wears forgiveness like a good coat, only pulling it out the closet for the deserving, for the good days. Doesn't ask too many questions. Wonders why I ask too many questions. Mama, I am studying. Attempting to wrap my body, head, spirit around the magic of your survival. You have died and been reborn more times than I have cried, and Mama, I cry a lot. What bubbling alchemy keeps you here? What divine concoction rivers through you have you simply bled enough? Mama, you have traversed land, language, love, and loss for me. For me. With what do I mold your legacy? In what universe can you exist within the thin walls of metaphor, simile, page, book, or melody, I am at your feet, washing myself in the waters of your history, praying something sticks. We are walking. Mama is walking, I am skipping all 5 years of me and all new motherhood her to the tune of Miss Carlson's grade 1 music class. Mama, little has changed. Our hands are still joined, swinging, singing a new song now, denser lyrics, learning to harmonize with God and still walking. Mama is still walking. Thanks. Thanks so much. This is like such an interesting configuration and I'm so into it. I'm kind of talking to everyone and no one at the same time and I'm so excited. So this poem is very near and dear to my heart. It's a poem about my name. I think it's specifically important to do it in a space like this, in a community like this, because often our names are, the correct spelling or saying or pronunciation of our names are often like stripped from us. And I feel like it needs to stop, at least in my personal life. So here it goes. A poem. To anyone not named Sarah or Rachel or David or Brittany or Melanie, etc., a poem by white supremacy. Give me your name. Place it onto my tongue, heavy spice and tough edges, watch as I chew. Grind its resiliency paper thin, beat it with my tongue like cleaver to meat, bat to body, until malleable, mine, until small and limp enough to slide down this narrow throat. Listen, as acidic assimilation deconstructs its making, extracting just enough exotic to keep that body sun-kissed and earthly, discarding all else as waste, only brown remains. A poem. To anyone guilty of stripping my name of its queendom, a poem to myself. March 16th, 1994, 2 months too soon, one Marissa Adam is born. Mother, Saada Ibrahim, only moments out of a coma, is bombarded with orders to name this fragile life in her arms, to proclaim her destiny in that instant. Disoriented, her beloved co-worker's name spills from her lips. After a week of tireless attempts to recognize her daughter, after a week of tireless pleading from her husband, in red ink, she replaces Marissa with Nasra. Victory. She replaces Marissa with victory, with friend, with helper, with beautiful song, with ant-swollen tear ducts and pride, with Arabi and African roots. But in 5 years, destiny, victory will learn her destiny is too ambitious to be spoken aloud. She will ask Koyo why no one sings her name like her family does. Why'd they flatten it out, turn it prairie, say it as if nose pinch, stare at it on the page as if burden or hopeless cause? Hoya will not have an answer. She has already surrendered her identity to their comfortability. She will say, make it easy for them. Hi, I'm Nazra. Hi, I'm what you've made me. Hi, I am an accumulation of lessons on abandonment. Hi, I wish you try harder. Hi, I wish I try harder. A poem. To anyone guilty of stripping another's existence based on unfamiliarity. A poem to spell check. Do you not see this melanin? This clawing at my roots? Do you not see the sweat? The dirt under my nails, these keepsakes of earth you try to preen off me. Will you not let me keep something to myself? Am I simply excavation ground? Sierra Leone? Are you only here for the diamonds? Is my name something else to be improved upon by pressure? Something to be polished, refined, like language, like cultures you do not belong to? Does existence on this earth only look and sound like you do? A poem. To anyone guilty of allowing another's carelessness and ego to deflate their worth. A poem to myself. A poem to Nasra, Abdul Samad, Adam, Ali, Ibrahim, Ahmed, Omar, Ahmed, Sheikh, Obarre, Ali Badan. A poem to my mother, Saada, Adan, Ibrahim. A poem to countless others whose first instinct is to shrink themselves at the sight of an introductory handshake. Say your name. The way your family does, repeat it tirelessly to yourself, to the world. Believe your song will carry, stand in your story and shake hands firmly, Teach them your destiny and make it anything but easy. How am I doing for time, Amrita? One more? Okay, I'll just do a little bit of, so I'm writing a book right now of poetry, and it's called Returning because that seems to be the theme of my life right now, just like going back to the roots and figuring out where the hell I came from in all aspects of my life. And so there's a series of little poems in my book called Tea with Milk and Sugar because it's a little thing, but I've started drinking my tea the way like my aunties make it, versus just like putting a green tea bag in some water and calling it a day. It's done a lot for my soul, even though it's just a tiny thing. But these are poems about my family and all this and whatever. They're baby ones. Here we go. Tea with milk and sugar. I ask for tea with cardamom, with cinnamon bark, with milk and sugar. I ask for tea like I am asking for my home back. This one. Okay. The cell phone and calling card orbit Baba. I await contact and practice becoming my mother's planet before it lands. This one is so real. My baby sister likes a boy like she doesn't already know it's a terrible idea. It's so real. It's hurting my feelings. Don't do it, you know. Okay, and this is mine. Adero attempts to bridge life and lineage from the other side of the room. The women are hips and bright cloth, sheko and shisha smoke, a village to speak over. He does well. And I learn I am less parts Oromo and some parts Somali, but the girls here will still make me choose. Anyway. Jack leaves fat my father's cheek. He has always looked ridiculous when he chews. He will not sleep tonight. He will say it's the chop. I know it will be because he will be too busy praying, commemorating the night we called the same stretch of cloth home. And I'll do one more. Oh, there's just two baby ones. Okay, here. Everyone is laughing at the expense of Upti's protruding gut. Everyone is laughing in the same language. One more. The kids are upstairs. The kids are back home. The kids are in Cairo.